both ugly as hell. So Wrong Turn 2 was a movie that came out back in 2007, and this is a sequel to the original Wrong Turn that came out in 2003, which I thought was really great and also an underrated horror movie. But yeah, man, I really feel like they took a different direction in this film. Like, I feel like it was more comedic, more funnier, whereas the first one felt a bit more serious. I do feel like it makes sense though, because I feel like having like these ugly inbred people that look just like me, you can't make it serious. You kind of have to make it, you know, funny, because it's just hilarious, fam. You just got these like inbred ugly creatures that are constantly trying to kill people that go in the woods looking to camp or just do anything, you know what I mean? So this movie is basically about these bunch of people that are participating in like a game show in the woods or the forest, same thing, woods, forest. Whoever wins gets to get like a prize. Each of the characters have their own reason for, you know, why they want the money. But yeah, man, I feel like in this movie, it's not really trying to get you to love the characters. I feel like it's just trying to make you just enjoy yourself, enjoy the kills, rather than actually care for the characters. Because I'll be honest, none of the characters in this film, at least in my opinion, for the most part, are likable. There is one guy, he's like a Rambo type of guy. He's kind of cool still, innit? He was kind of like the main guy in a way. He's very likable, but he was like the guy that was hosting the game show. But other than him, I feel like the rest of the characters were very like bland and just like cliche. Just the cliche stuff you kind of see in those like horror movies. During the game show, they found out that they end up having to fight for their lives because they run into these little inbred creatures that are trying to kill them in the woods. So now it's about survival rather than it being a game show. I had a good time, man. I had a good time. Kills were a lot better in this movie. I feel like in the first movie, I mentioned that it's very basic. The kills were very basic. But in this movie, you can tell they kind of got a bit more creative with the kills. I can't lie, the effects and the, you know, the CGI is a bit wonky here and there when they showed the blood and stuff. But it's not bad enough to the point where it's noticeable for me and bothers me. Like, I feel like it's good enough to where, you know, I can still have a good time and enjoy the kills in it. And on my days, these creatures somehow just get uglier, uglier and uglier. One thing I gotta give props to the director, whoever made the, or not director, the character, costume designers or whatnot. They honestly know how to make someone look so ugly, fam. Literally. Like, you think in the first movie these creatures were uglier, but in this movie, oh my day, God. I feel like with this type of franchise, you kind of have to go to the comedy route. Not fully comedy, but, you know, have fun with it. You know what I'm saying? Because Wrong Turn, in my opinion, should be a franchise that should be taken not too seriously, but at the same time, somewhat seriously. I mean, some people might disagree, but I feel like it works. Honestly, though, there's not much that happens in this film. Like, it's pretty straightforward. The game show, they're trying to survive now that they found inbreds in the woods and stuff. It's not that, like, you know, deep. It still works because you get good kills, like I said. I thought the pacing was very good as well. It didn't really waste no time on, you know, getting started, getting stuck in. So yeah, if you're worried about the pacing, don't be, because I feel like it really gets started like pretty much straight away. Honestly, there's always something that kind of surprises you. There's always something that makes you just kind of just, you know, just make that eerie face, you know what I mean, that yuck face, where you're just thinking like, you know what I mean, man. You know, if you've seen Wrong Turn, you know what I mean, innit? I feel like when you're watching this movie, you're not really thinking about, oh, I hope the character survives. You're more so thinking about, are they gonna top that kill or this kill, you know what I mean? Because as soon as you see the first couple of kills at the start, you're kind of just thinking, interesting. That's like becomes the highlight of like the whole film. How can they top the last kill they did, you know, before? Whenever I see these movies, yeah, all I do is just start to giggle and laugh. You just can't take it seriously. Yeah, they're dangerous, but at the same time, they're just all like funny in a good way where they're entertaining to see on screen, you know what I mean? If anything, you don't actually hear these characters get mentioned a lot in the horror franchise, and honestly, these guys should get mentioned a lot because they're just so hilarious. But yeah, man, that's it really. There's not much else to say. Like, it's a fun movie. But anyways, if you like the video, like, comment, subscribe, comment down below and let me know what you thought about this movie, and if you liked it or if you hated it or you thought it was better than the first one. Anyways, I'm tired. In a bit, man.